This video will show you how to set up your vendor or network service provider account in the RealPro system and get free leads from our members. So first we go to the sign in page and we're going to sign up using your username and password, and make sure to select network service provider. That's the role you want to log in as. So when you log in, you see you have a checklist here, and we have instructions on how everything really works. Basically, you need to complete your user profile, which is this section right here. And this is simply, you can put your company name here, your address information. This is a brief description, and hit save and confirm. Then we go back to dashboard. You can see you can check that off, and then go into all info in the company profile section and then save on that. So here's your profile, license, categories, locations, and areas of operation. This is how we know which leads to send to you. So this section is super important. Put your company name here, what year you started in business, your tax ID number, phone, address, and then put a description in here, something like Acme Plumbing's been in business for 34 years. We can handle, blah, blah, blah. This gives the customers some information about your business. Then you need to set the commission percentage that you want to pay if you get a completed project with our system. If you're an unregulated industry, which is most everything, contractors, home services, realtors, you're going to pay a percentage, and that percentage is whatever you want it to be, 5%, 10%, 15%. As we get multiple vendors in your same area, the first leads will be sent to the top 3 bidders, and you'll have information provided about where you rank with respect to those other bidders. So you'll be able to adjust your bid as you wish to get more or fewer leads. If you are in a regulated industry, like these are just mortgage, title, insurance, legal, or financial planning, then you need to check this button and enter a monthly marketing fee. For regulatory reasons, you can't pay a commission based on projects. So here you just pay a monthly marketing fee for the leads we send, and the minimum fee is $100 per month per state that you are within. So if you enter $100 and you're in 3 states, then you're going to be billed $300 a month. Then this last section is who's going to be the administrator for this account. This is going to be the email address will be the username, the admin password, if you want to have someone else administer that account. Then you hit save and continue, and that'll take you to license information. If you have a license, you can enter the type, the number, and the expiration date. If you have multiple licenses, you just click the plus sign and you can add more, and then hit save. Then the most important thing is, what categories of projects do you want to receive? So you expand the relevant section, and if you're in air conditioning, you would click that, central, fans, swamp coolers if you do those, window air, if you do mist systems. If you need other categories besides what we have listed here, then you can contact support at joinrealpro.com and tell us what other categories you would like us to add, so we can do that for you. So then we hit save on those and go to locations. Now this additional locations is not going to be used by everybody by any means. If your company has multiple office locations and you manage all your bidding from the central office, then you don't really need this. But if you have different offices and each one manages their bids, and so you want the quotes from each region to come to a different office, then you can enter those additional branch offices here. There is a $5 a month fee for each additional user account, but the first one is free. And you'll enter the office location information and who the administrative user will be. This needs to be a different email address than the main user. And if there's many others, or you can just keep clicking this plus sign, and when you're done, you click Save and Continue. And that'll take you to area of operation. Of course, this is the most important because it needs to specify where you want to get those leads from. So you can do either or both. You can select an entire state or multiple states by checking those boxes. Let's say also Georgia or Florida. If you want to get rid of one, you can just click that little X. Or you can do it by zip code and radius. Let's say you only do a metro area. So you can put the zip code and enter a service radius. And you can enter multiple zip codes. If you want to define a region that's sort of oblong or something, you can just look on a zip code map and pick the zip codes, and you can map it out. And then if you have those different office locations, you enter the email address where we want to send these leads for each of these zip code regions. So that way each branch office gets the leads that are appropriate for their region. And then you'll hit save, and then you'll be done. So you can check off all of these. And then the next thing you have to do is go to the billing information. Now, this is critical because we need to be able to send commissions to you if you are due commissions, and payments if you're due payments from your customers. And also if you're owing us a commission, then we would use this information to collect that also. So you have a choice of selecting your primary method is either PayPal or your bank account ACH withdrawal. PayPal is very simple. You just enter the PayPal address you log in with and click update. If you want to connect your bank account, then there's already one connected here. You'll see connect here. It'll pop up a window from Stripe. Stripe will guide you through the process. You'll select your bank, you'll log into your bank. They'll send you a code from your bank to your phone, and it's a one-time process. It's all based on high security, so once that's set up, you are all ready to go. And you can see right here, if you change your mind later, you can disconnect and maybe switch if you switch banks or something like that. So that's the main setup. Then once you are set up, you'll get an email if you get some quotes, and you can view the details of the quotes here. You can accept or reject a lead if the customer has already said they like your lead. You'll see here you can see if the lead was accepted, and then if you say view details, or you can click the create a quote directly. That lets you set up your quote price. If you want to enter a service fee, like maybe for credit card payment fees, enter a completion date, and then you have a choice of, if it's a simple job, there's only going to be one payment, or we can set up payment milestones. If it's a big project, you can create a little bit of a cover letter here, and you can upload a file like a contract or brochure or whatever, hit submit quote. This will send an email to the customer, and it'll also show up in their dashboard. So if I go back to the quotes here, if they accept your quote, you'll get notified, and then you get one final chance to say, okay, I will accept the lead. And sorry, this is on a test account, but then that will move it into active projects. And in the active projects here, you can view the details. You can set up milestones. Milestones look sort of like this, where you can say create a milestone. You give a title like initial payment, progress 10%, the amount, start and end date. So let's put something in there. 10%, let's say $100. Start date, end date, add. And so then we can send that to the customer for review. And again, sorry, I'm in test mode here, but that way you'll see how you can request that payment, and they will then pay based on the payment methods they've configured. So you can see here, this particular project milestones were paid on these dates. It's all recorded here for you. When it's all done and all the final payments have been made, then it moves into the completed projects, and the customer is requested to leave you reviews, and you can come back and view details if you wanted to review that, and also you could look at the reviews if they had left one. And that's pretty much it. Welcome to RealPro.